Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Guy Gregory. I'm the acting prosecutor in Hudson County. A few weeks ago, we gathered in Union County at the prosecutor's office to introduce the gun buyback. Acting Attorney General Hoffman told us that we would be collecting guns on July 12th and 13th. And today we've come to Hudson County at Hudson Plaza to have the General discuss the results of that buyback. Without further ado then, Acting Attorney General John Hoffman.
We're here today to announce the results of our gun buyback initiative in Hudson and Union counties that were done over the course of last weekend. I'm pleased to report that we have recovered almost 1,600 weapons from Hudson and Union counties over those 2 days, 1,599 to be exact. Certainly a success by any measure. First and foremost, we have helped to make communities safer by removing the most lethal weapons from the streets. That is our initial priority, that is our most significant priority, and that is one that has been accomplished. That said, that then marks approximately 14,000 weapons that we have removed from the streets of New Jersey through our gun buyback program. To be a little bit more specific with regard to the guns here, we have recovered 713 handguns, which, if you'll ask any of the people behind me with law enforcement, are the most important because they are so easily concealed and thus so dangerous. We have recovered over 150 illegal weapons. Illegal because they have been altered in some way, like a sawed-off shotgun, for example, or because their magazine capacity exceeds the storage thresholds. Of those illegal weapons, 12 of them were assault weapons. An Uzi submachine gun, 2 Tech-9s, an M1 30 caliber military-style assault rifle. According to our firearms experts, the vast majority, and when I say vast majority, I mean approximately 95%, of these firearms are operable, which means that they are capable of taking a life with one shot. We used $229,000 in forfeiture funds for this program. That's $229,000 that were taken from criminals off the streets, used to purchase guns to get them off the streets. Pretty good deal. I want to emphasize that this weekend's program, like all of the best and most effective initiatives for law enforcement in New Jersey, is a true partnership. I want to take a second to thank my longtime friend, Union County Prosecutor Grace Park, Hudson County Prosecutor Guy Gregory. If we keep meeting like this, we certainly will be longtime friends soon as well. Union County Freeholder Linda Carter, Public Safety Director from Union County Andrew Moran, Hudson County Executive Tony DeGise, and Jersey City Mayor Stephen Fulop. Mayor, I know you represent all of the other mayors. Tricky spot. I know you represent all of the other mayors too in showing the leadership that is required to make a program like this work. So thank you very much. Thanks also to Division of Criminal Justice Director Honig, Colonel Fuentes, our Chief of Staff Lee Vartan, who worked tirelessly in this effort. Thanks to the sheriffs of Hudson and Union County, the chief of the Union County Police Department, the police director of host community Plainfield, and the police chiefs of the host communities Jersey City, Bayonne, Union City, Elizabeth, and Linden. Last, but absolutely not least, thank you to the churches who opened their doors to this program. It's a very interesting and beneficial dynamic in many ways. It is the churches, it is our faith-based partners that have over the years gathered so much trust from their communities. And they've lent us that trust in a joint effort. And they have asked us to take care of the trust that they have gotten. To all of our faith-based leaders, I hope that we have fulfilled that promise. This is, in every way, a broad-based initiative. It is a partnership of our office, law enforcement, and the community in an effort to make New Jersey safer. And we believe that programs like this are making a difference, a significant difference, if for no other reason evidenced by the very impressive turnout in Union and Hudson counties. There is at the very least, a sobering array of weapons out in front of you. Lethal, dangerous weapons. And were it not for the buyback, all of these firearms, every one that is arrayed before you, would present a tremendous threat to every citizen, a tremendous threat to every curious child, a tremendous threat to every police officer in our communities whose sole purpose is to try to make our lives better and safer. These weapons that you see before you will not be used to harm that curious child, that police officer. They'll be melted down, never to be seen again. Now, let's not kid ourselves. This is not the only way to combat gun violence on the streets. This is a very complex problem that requires a multidisciplinary solution. That is why our office is making efforts to ramp up investigatorial and prosecutorial resources. That is why we are trying to target communities in which gun violence is the worst and to devote resources to those communities: Camden, Trenton, the Route 21 corridor. And that is why we are doing everything we can to try and get all of our partners together and to make this work. But to be clear, and as I said to all of the people behind me once before, the thanks for this does not go to me or to our office. It goes to everybody that is behind me. Because without every one of those people dedicating their time, their effort, their resources, and their leadership, these programs are not successful. This is a success. We certainly have been encouraged by all of the support for the gun buybacks. And that support is rooted in the notion that communities simply don't want unwanted and dangerous guns out on the street. Before I open the floor to questions, I want to talk about what I see as the second greatest benefit of a program like this. The first one, to be clear, is safety. But the second one is what a program like this does in galvanizing communities, in bringing communities together to fight a problem, in bringing all of us together to fight a problem, in building trust that we can use on a going forward basis, trust that we can use, for instance, in our fugitive safe surrender programs, in establishing our municipal planning boards, in numerous ways that we can fight complex problems with multidisciplinary solutions that are backed by community leaders, faith-based leaders, industry executives, everybody. And if actually in one group I wanted to point out too that I may have forgotten to mention was CarePoint Hospital Health, who donated a tremendous amount of money to make this gun buyback successful, which goes to show what we can accomplish when, as I said before, community, industry, political, law enforcement come together to tackle a very difficult and complex problem. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much to every single person behind me for making this such a success.